Today we're going to be having a look at the JC20 controllers from Gioteck for the Nintendo Switch. Now Gioteck has very kindly sent me over a pair of controllers for the Nintendo Switch in their newer version of their controllers from their JC20 range. Now the JC20 has been out for a while in red and blue version, but these are the new variants with the pastel and cubes design. Now I like both designs, but I have to say the Minecraft edition of the JC20 is definitely my favourite. So we're going to take a look at what you get inside the box. So just going to slice that bit of tape there and let's pop this open. Now this is wireless Bluetooth connectivity, has motion vibration support and a 12-hour battery life, as well as obviously including the charging cable. And there's the read before use, which no one ever does, so we're going to put it to the side and let's slide it out. So there we have the nicely packaged Joy-Cons there. We'll just open those up, and unlike some third-party Joy-Cons, you actually get a gamepad adapter as well included in the box, so you can use it as a controller when your Switch is docked. Now here is the charging cable. So here are the Joy-Cons themselves, and I very much like that pattern, that Minecraft-esque cubes pattern. You can tell what they were going for. And here is the center bracket where you can slip in the Joy-Cons when in docked mode, and you can sit on your sofa and play some lovely Switch games with your brand new JC20 controller. So first impressions of the controller, I find straight away whilst holding it in my hand I prefer it to the original Joy-Cons, as this ergonomic shape they have on the base here, where it actually gives some grip functionality to the Joy-Cons, which doesn't happen on the original Joy-Cons, which is very nice hold and gives you a lot of grip with your fingers underneath, especially for someone like me with bigger hands. And the build quality feels pretty good. The buttons feel quite clicky, more clicky than the original Joy-Cons. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I do also find the buttons are quite small on the face buttons of the Joy-Con, but I do have large hands, so might not affect everyone. But yeah, first impressions and feel of the controller I am very happy with. A bit more robust, a bit larger, but that added grip is certainly something I am happy to see on these controllers. Now, the thing about these controllers, they are half the price of original Joy-Cons, so you could buy 2 pairs of these lovely controllers for the same price as 1 pair of official Joy-Cons. So here we have both of the colour schemes. We have the pastel colours with the white middle base, and then we have the cube style, which is obviously reminiscent of Minecraft. And yeah, I have to say I enjoy the look of both of them. I think they're pretty nice looking controllers. So with the JC20 controller, you obviously get the charging cable. Now unlike Joy-Cons, these will not charge through the console itself, so you must charge these externally with this adapter. Now it does not come with a USB brick, but most of us have them laying around in our houses now anyway, so that's not an issue for me. But you have to charge them by plugging both ends of this into this section and then plugging this into anything USB. I have my USB battery bank here, and there we go, that is now charging. Now if we compare these to the original Joy-Cons here, I'll just take them off, then you can see they are slightly larger and slightly rounder than the original Joy-Con, but about the same size in terms of the analog stick as well as the buttons, and slightly larger buttons on the D-pad there. And the buttons on top of the rails are there as well, so you can play with both Joy-Cons in 2-player mode on your Switch, just like the original Joy-Cons. So to connect the JC20 wireless controllers to your Nintendo Switch, all you need to do is go to Controllers in the main menu, then to Change Grip Order, and then press on the syncing buttons, which are in between the L and R buttons on the rails of the Joy-Cons. Hold them in until the LEDs flash. There we go. Give it about 10 seconds. And there we go, they are both now paired. And then you can just slide them on like the regular Joy-Cons, and you now have lovely brand new Joy-Cons for your Nintendo Switch. So I tell you what, let's try them out. So first up, to test the Joy-Cons, we're going to play a bit of Street Fighter 2 and check out how good the D-pad and face buttons are. So here we go, round one against Ihunda. Throwing a couple of Hadoukens, nice and easy. Goes for the throw. Hit him with another Hadouken. And yeah, pretty good. Feels pretty good. I like the clickiness of it, so you know you've definitely pressed the button that you want to be pressing. Doesn't feel spongy at all. Just going to go in for a second round, try and finish off the job that I started. And there we go, we have defeated a Honda. So yeah, the D-pad feels pretty good, pretty responsive, as well as the face buttons. Although at first I thought they were a little bit small, there's definitely enough room between each so you know definitely what you are clicking. So I'm very happy with both the face buttons and D-pad. And here we are in Mario Kart testing out the Joy-Cons as separate controllers, and they are both working very well. Here I am as Toad on this one, and then Mario on the other side there, getting hit with a few shells, but he has mushrooms, so he's going to be good. And there we go, yeah, both controllers working very well as separate individual Joy-Cons. So here we are in Minecraft testing out the analog sticks. I'm just going to go and get this cow here, who for some reason is climbing up the mountain. But I need my dinner, so I'm going to go and get some steaks. Oh, and there's a pig as well. Let's add some bacon on our burger. And yeah, very nice controls from the analog sticks. And I have to say, I think slightly more responsive than the original Joy-Cons in terms of movement and in terms of finding where you want to be with the analog stick, especially on the right analog stick. I find the original Joy-Cons can sometimes be a bit difficult of placement of exactly where you want to be, but I find these are surprisingly good. And for a controller that's half the price of the original Joy-Cons, I think they're a pretty good deal. Now, for all its good points, there are also some caveats from the original Joy-Cons. One thing is that this controller will not charge when in the dock of the Nintendo Switch and plugged into your television. You'll have to charge them separately with the cable provided. And the second caveat is that these will have to be synced with your Nintendo Switch every time you turn on the device. They will not automatically be connected when you turn on your Nintendo Switch, and you will have to take them off, sync them as I showed you earlier, and then connect them back to your device to be able to play. But considering this controller is half the price of the original Nintendo Joy-Cons, I think we can forgive Gioteck for those differences. So there we have it, that is my review of the JC20 Pastel and Cube editions of their wireless Nintendo Switch controller. Now, I think the fact that both of these cost the same amount as the original Joy-Cons is amazing, and I think if you're looking for a second controller for one of the kids or someone with smaller hands possibly, then you cannot go better than these very nice ergonomic designed controllers for the Nintendo Switch. So thank you very much to Gioteck for sending me sample copies of the Pastel and Cube editions of the JC20 wireless Nintendo Switch controllers. And let me know in the comments if you're looking to go and get a pair of these for yourselves. I will leave links in the description below of where you can get a pair of these for yourself. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment down below. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.